Okay, here is an original performance that's based on a 10-card routine by Max Maven. But as you'll see here, this is Max Maven's performance on steroids. Okay, so as you can see, I have 4 copies of each of the 5 Zener symbols. Now for this routine, you can have 2 spectators or just 1. If you have just 1 spectator, you as the performer can play the role of the second spectator. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to assume I have a spectator A and a spectator B. Okay, so I'll assume 2 spectators across the table from me. So what I need them to do is tell me how to randomly stack these piles here. Top right, bottom left, center one, top left, bottom right. Okay, very good. So what we're going to do now is just mix the cards because, as you know, they were grouped together by symbols. Okay. Now I need these randomly stacked. So spectator A, which one should I pick up first? Top right. Spectator B, bottom right. Spectator A, bottom left. And then the final one goes on top. Okay, now to further mix the cards, I'm going to perform something called the Charlier Shuffle. And I can add a link in the description below. It's a great way to mix the cards. Now also I need spectator B to randomly cut the cards at any location and complete the cut. Okay, very good. Now I need spectator A to choose a random number between 5 and 15. Do you have one? 11. Okay, so I'm going to deal out 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we're going to perform something crazy here. We're going to perform the Rosette Shuffle. So this is where you just spin the cards and then you just bring them together, and they may bump up against each other, which they did. Bring them together, and there's just really no way anyone could be controlling how those cards are being interlaced. Now from here, I'm going to deal out 4 piles of 5 again. So 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set down the remaining cards as a set of 5. Make sure I've done that. There's 5. Oh, 5 there. Look like there was 4. Okay, now spectator A, which of these 4 piles do you want as part of your packet here that we're going to create? Bottom right. Okay, so in fact, let me move these down so I can make some space here. So spectator A, that's one of your piles. Spectator B, what about the remaining ones? The bottom left. Okay, that's fine. And then spectator A, which of these 2 would you like? The one on the right, okay? And then spectator B, of course, I guess you're left with the final one there. Okay, very good. Now at this point, I'm going to bring out Max Maven's separation procedure, okay? And so I'll link below to Max Maven's original performance. Within that video, I talk about and explain the mathematics behind what we're doing here today. Okay, so take a look at that if you want to see Max Maven's original routine with 10 cards, as well as a full mathematical explanation as to why all of this works. Okay, so spectator A, I'm going to give you 3 choices here, and they're very different choices and important choices. We can go ahead and use Max Maven's separation procedure, which will separate your packet of 10 cards into 2 piles of 5. Or we can just take the top 5 cards as your final pile of 5 cards, or the bottom 5 cards as your final pile of 5 cards. So which would you like me to do? The spelling procedure, or the top 5 cards, or the bottom 5 cards? You want the spelling procedure? Okay, that's fine, your choice. Okay, so let me show you how this works. We're just going to spell the names of these Zener symbols. So star, S-T-A-R, drop down the next card. Square, S-Q-U-A-R-E, drop that one. Wavy lines, W-A-V-Y-L-I-N-E-S. Okay, and then cross, C-R-O-S-S. Drop the next one. And then finally circle. C-I-R-C-L-E. Okay? So this will be your final pile of 5 cards. Now, spectator B, what would you like? Would you like me to separate your cards in the same way that we just did for spectator A? Or would you like just the top 5 as your pile? Or the bottom 5 as your pile? Which of those 3 options would you like? You want just the bottom 5 cards of this pile of 10 as your final pile of 5. Okay. So that means I'll just remove the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's the bottom 5 cards. There you go. Okay. So that was a free choice for both of you. Each of you had 3 different choices you could have selected for your finishing packet of 5. Okay, well, as you might have noticed off to the side, I actually have a written prediction. So let's take a look at that. And if you think about it, what could I have possibly predicted given all of the randomization of these cards? I mean, think about the Rosette Shuffle. Those cards were being interlaced in a way that no one could know. And then all of the genuinely free choices that you made, that both of you made independently of each other along the way. Okay, so what's the prediction here? Each pile will contain exactly 1 of each of the 5 Zener symbols. Okay. Oh boy, what do you think the chances of that happening for both of you? Okay, so let's take, so spectator A, how did you do? Did you finish with 1 of each of the 5 Zener symbols? Well, it's looking good. Let me move spectator B's pile off here. Okay, star, no duplicates yet. Wavy line, square, and a plus or a cross. You've done it. Now, what about spectator B? Did you fare any better? Well, judging by the bottom card there, as you can plainly see, apparently you got a square. We know that much. Okay, so you got a cross, a circle, wavy line, a star, and I think we spied this square just a moment earlier. You both nailed it. Kind of curious that you both have wavy lines in the middle, but the prediction was that each of you would have a complete set of Zener symbols, and indeed that happened. I don't know how you guys could make choices that would lead to such an unlikely outcome. That is amazing. Okay, so if you want to understand how this works, if you just do the steps, I showed you all of the steps. There's no sleight of hand. There's no trickery whatsoever. All of the choices I gave you were free choices, like regarding the spelling system here, or choosing the bottom half or the top half for either spect. All of those, you could have made those choices, and you still would have succeeded with your written prediction. Okay, so if you want to go a little bit more deeply into why this works and or see Max Maven's original performance, take a look at the video linked in the description below. And also I'll have a link to the Charlier Shuffle if you would like to learn that. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.